Hello everyone and welcome to another update video. I decided to do one because today, Sunday, August 17th, is the 5-year anniversary of the first upload I ever did on Milquetoast Gaming. Eons ago, we did me, Ginger Greek, and Zam over on NerdTube. We were doing some playing on Avengers, the video game that came out several years ago, to mixed reactions. But we were doing the online and playing, and we were jaw-jacking back and forth. And he basically said he's not going to take my opinion on a game because I'm a milquetoast gamer. I decided to run with it because he's right. I am a milquetoast gamer. I do like things that are kind of bland and basic, and it just worked for me. It works for me. And so from there, it launched. So here I am 5 years later doing an update. A lot of things have come and gone over the past 5 years. I know you guys don't normally see this back here during my gaming. This is kind of like my office setup. I usually use this more during the NerdTube stuff. When we do Star Trek reviews or any kind of discussion videos or anything. So if you haven't checked that out, please check it out. I'll put the link in the description. That is kind of like where I started my online journey, and then I started getting into my own gaming stuff. 5 years, kind of crazy actually. Where to even start? I mean, as I said, I kind of started just streaming straight from my PlayStation 4 back several years ago, and some of my first uploads, some no longer with us anymore. Obviously Agent Tim Gamer's kind of moved off and started doing his own thing, which is great. You'll find a link to his channel, Agent Tim Gamer, in the description below. Check him out if you like Minecraft, he's been doing some more, grown-up stuff, because guess what? He's 18 now. I'm old. But yeah, he just got through playing Spider-Man 2, although it's still uploading on his channel on Twitch. He's done doing that. And yeah, just lots of changes over the past 5 years. I am hoping to eventually get some shelves up here, maybe put some of this stuff or put more stuff up on shelves. As you can see, I still have my shelf that used to be behind me, but I decided to kind of move that because it just didn't work where it was at. And yeah, so I don't know, just a lot of 5 years to kind of go over. Thank you everyone who came to my birthday stream a couple weeks ago. That was fantastic. I love doing the birthday streams every year. I just dedicate a day and I just play, 4 games. Well, start with 4 games, and then if there's enough support, between bits and subscriptions or gifted subs, we spin a wheel and we play another game. But yeah, a lot of fun there. And just an update portion, like the small update is, I just this past week finished Assassin's Creed Shadows. I truly enjoyed the game. A lot shorter than I did with Valhalla, but I've also refined my playing technique since Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So there's obviously a lot less parts with Shadows than there was with Valhalla, because with just going from just playing and uploading to actually trimming things down a little bit and kind of making it more digestible for people is just, I've kind of learned that over the past couple of years. I've learned so much about YouTube, Twitch, all those things. If you haven't gone over to my Twitch, please, I encourage you to go over and I encourage you to go and check out my Twitch. That's where you see everything live and raw, all the mistakes, all the problems. But here on YouTube, I try to trim it down a little bit just so that, it's more digestible for the YouTube audience. But yeah, so Star Trek community has been fantastic. As you guys know, I love Star Trek completely. Right now I'm playing through the Birth of the Federation Dominion mod. I don't know where I'm going to go from there. I haven't decided. I mean, I have been kind of dabbling in the Borg incursion mod. So that I've already kind of streamed that a couple times, and I'll probably continue that, but I'm trying to actually complete, because this will be the first actual Birth of the Federation mod that I've completed like Domination. And I figure the Dominion's a great way to put it, because when you play as the Federation, it's like the Federation's goal is never to take over the universe, you know what I mean? But the Dominion, they might take over the universe. So that's really cool. So next, after I said AC Shadows now is over, moving on to Jedi Survivor. Enjoying that so far. I've got a couple parts already recorded. They'll start coming out this week. Enjoying it so far. Enjoying it. I like the first one. But yeah, so yeah, I don't even know where to go from here. 5 years is just like, it's amazing. And the support I've been getting from people. I mean, as I said, the Trek community in gaming has been amazing. I always try to have a Star Trek game running on my channel at least on YouTube. It's, usually on Twitch. But it's just been kind of crazy. One of the biggest surprises I've had in recent years is Hogwarts Legacy. I was totally blown away by that game within the past year. I don't know if I would have played that game if I wasn't streaming. I totally loved that game. That game was amazing. It's sad and awesome that it came out in the same year of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because they both would be like vying for best of 2024 that I played. I know that Hogwarts came out in 2023. I didn't play until 2024, but if I did like a ranking at the end of the year of every game I played in 2024, those two would be right there, like neck and neck. I have no idea which one I would have picked. Probably Rebirth, just because I'm, a Final Fantasy mark. Final Fantasy Fantasia over on Twitch. It's going well. We just passed 100 streams. We have finished Final Fantasy 1 through 6. So we're getting close to the end of 9 and getting close to the end of... Which one? 9 and... I don't know. I think 9 is kind of the one we're really towards the end of. That's really the only one of the more modern games that we're towards the end of. But yeah, so Final Fantasy Fantasia right now, as I said, we spin the wheel. 7 through 16 are on there. That's been a lot of fun though. I enjoy it. I'm going to keep it going. I've got several marathons planned after that. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I mean, I definitely, my next marathon I want to do is Star Ocean. I want to do a Star Ocean marathon. I've played 3 or 4 of the games and I've never beaten any of them. So I really want to actually, and I do like the games. I don't know. I've either come to a roadblock or, and it's been several years since I played any of the games. I did a Let's Try of Star Ocean 2, or the second story, a couple years back. And that's when I decided, look, I want to do a Star Ocean marathon. So I will definitely be doing that. I don't know, probably be after Fantasia. It's got to be after Fantasia. Also Star Control. I'm trying to figure out if I can fit that in anywhere. Playing Star Control 3, in my birthday stream. Star Control 1 and 2, I do love those as well. So I do want to try to fit like a Star Control marathon, but it's only 3 games, but still I do want to do a marathon of those 3 games definitely in there, and eventually get to my other marathons. I know I have an Assassin's Creed marathon plan, but that's way in the future. Hold on, I should have my notes pulled up. Sorry, I know I'm a bad tuber. Where's my notes? Where's my notepad? Probably under N, right? Yeah, under N. Getting close to the end of Chrono Trigger. I'm trying to work my way through all of the alternate endings. I will be putting out a alternate ending, all Chrono Trigger all endings. So video, so they'll all just be together, and I'm not going to put just stack all the videos on top of one another. I'm just going to cut the endings and put them into one just straight video. So that'll be fun. Once I get through all the endings, I got to get through all the endings on Twitch. Got a couple Let's Tries that I've just been putting off. I've not really tried. Return to Moria is a game that I definitely wanted to try. Sandland is another one. Port Royale 4. Jurassic World Evolution 2, and then Space Haven's come out with several updates since I've done a Let's Try of it last time, and I do kind of want to try it again. But that's kind of on my docket for the Let's Tries. The next couple games I have planned, as I said, I'm currently on Jedi Survivor right now. I do have Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on there. I do want to try that. I played the original on Game Boy, and I do want to try the new one, the newer version one, which I do own. Star Trek wise, I mean, I love doing the Birth of the Federation mods. I really do. I don't want to take a break from Star Trek to do this Star Control thing. That's why I'm trying to figure out if I can fit in Star Control. And yeah, I got a couple. I'm not going to take a break yet. So I mean, as I said, I've got the Ultimate Dominion mod going. The Borg Incursion mod is kind of going. I've got some other Star Trek games. I might start getting into emulating to try to see if I can get some of the other Star Trek games, because I believe it or not, I am running out of Star Trek games that I own to do or available to play, because GOG only has so many. I know that there's Elite Forces, and then I also on the PlayStation have Star Trek Conquest and Encounters, which won't be that much. It'll probably just be one part or maybe two. I don't know, like of just trying it out or whatever. I don't think there's really story mode in those. Maybe, I don't know. I'll look into it. It's been so many years since I've played them. And then just with my modern or RPGs that I love, doing, right. I'm now that I'm getting done with Chrono Trigger. The next one I think I'm going to play is Sea of Stars. I've also got Claire Obscure's Expedition 33, which I know got a lot of attention. I'll see how it goes, because the game looks a bit abstract for me, and I get it. Like everyone's going to tell me, "Oh, it's such a great game, you should do it," and I will definitely try it. I will definitely do it. Everybody's like, a lot of people have been asking about it, yeah. So I just, it looks really abstract, and I'm kind of like, it's gonna take me a hot minute to get into. I do have on the back burner Chained Echoes, which is a game that I got on sale on, I think, on GOG or Steam, one of the two. Wild Arms is one that I've kind of got in the back burner. I'm waiting for that to go on sale. I can buy that one and eventually get it. Chrono Cross I do own, and I would like to play. I know I'm just wrapping up Chrono Trigger. I would like to try Chrono Cross, even though it's a very divisive one. I know with Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, I'm one of those gamers that tries to find the positive in every single game. I know it's hard sometimes, but like I do. And also Final Fantasy IV, the After Years. I've never played it. I know it's a sequel to 4, and I kind of want to try it. I know it's not critically acclaimed, but sometimes critically acclaimed does not translate to me being, what I like and I don't like. Another marathon I forgot to mention that I have on the docket. And as I said, these are things that are going to be way off. Like Fantasia is still going to take me a while. But Uncharted I'm going to probably play all the Uncharted games. I would like to do that. Maybe one day do Tomb Raider. Those have been done here on the channel via Daydreamer years ago, but I don't know if I'm going to do those just yet. Maybe, but that's why I was like, I want to do Uncharted. Maybe one day I will get to doing the 3 Tomb Raider games. We'll see. And that's kind of it. That's kind of my docket. 5 years. So I've probably got about 5 years worth of content still to come. Birthday streams and stuff like that, and all this. I try to do the specials, the Christmas, Halloween, 4th of July, Mario Day. Like, I like doing those specials, but it has to, I have to have a game that I can actually do, that's themed like that. Like I did for Christmas, I did Batman Arkham Origins, and that was kind of like the beginning of that Let's Play, but still, the Christmas, I don't. And if any of you guys have any ideas for any holiday themed, games, or games that are just themed around Halloween. Now I know Halloween we could do Arkham Knight. Agent Tim Gamer I believe he just did he just do Arkham Knight on our channel? I can't remember. Was it our channel or Agent Tim Gamer? I can't keep up. I really cannot. It was probably his channel. So I could do it on this channel, but that'll be another marathon, the Arkham games. No, I think it was on. Anyway, so I think actually Arkham was on this channel, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know anymore. But yeah, so see, now I gotta know. I know. I'm sorry, bad tuber, because I'm sitting here looking this up while I'm sitting here. Yeah, it was on this channel. So yeah, so eventually I will and that's Riker. He is apparently coughing or whatever. Riker. Hey, Riker. He does not like being on camera. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if you can, check us out on the Milk Toast Gaming Twitch, and also obviously here on YouTube. If you've been supporting, keep supporting. Thank you so much. If you'd like to become a channel member, there are some perks on there. It's never required. Maybe eventually I'll do a weekly podcast thing. That I don't know. I don't know if I have time for that is the problem. Just like a weekly podcast thing that's like exclusive to members. But I don't know. It might be maybe some like a weekly update, but again, it just kind of gets, there's not much to say a lot of times, unfortunately. Let me know down below. Would you show up for a live podcast, like weekly show? Like we don't even have, we can talk about anything. We don't even have to talk about games, which kind of doesn't make sense for this channel, but still, let me know below. Would you show up? Like if it was set at a set time every week at this time for a set amount of time, like an hour or whatever, would you show up? Anyway, I think that's it. So cheers to 5 years, and here's to 5 more. Have a great one. Later.